Thank you for your patience. We have recently updated our service menu. Please listen to the following options to make your selection. For water or sewage faults and emergencies, press 1. For rates and water billing inquiries, press 2. For waste inquiries, press 3. For development, building and plumbing inquiries, press 4. For animal inquiries, press 5. For all other inquiries, press 6 or hold the line.
Hello, is this Josh from Logan City Legal Services?
No, so I'm team leader in customer service.
Well, I've already made it clear to Logan City Council that any letter that I receive in the mail incurs a $30,000 fee. Also, any trespass on my property incurs a $50,000 fee. Logan City Council does not comply with Section 58 of the Constitution, which means I own the footpath and halfway across the road. Right? Google it if you don't believe me. They don't comply with Section... And if you reckon you do comply with Section 58 of the Constitution, you'll have to send me a letter signed by Her Majesty the Queen, which you don't have. Now, the Logan City Council, I've made it clear they haven't paid for any letters that come in the mail or anybody that's trespassing my property. Now, they've also took away my pensioner discount because I'm Aboriginal. And everybody else that I know has a pensioner discount except me. For that reason, any letter that comes or email, except the rates, any letter or email that comes to me in the mail or email, if it comes to me, if it's not for rates only, will be seen as harassment and stalking. And I made it quite clear, the footpath and halfway across the road is my property. Now, can you show me a proclamation for Her Majesty the Queen that you own that property?
So you mentioned that was state Section 58 of the Constitution that states that the footpath and half the road belongs to you.
Yes, because I'm a lot number 337.
Okay, and wouldn't that be also on the survey plan on the title, if that were the case?
They know the law as well as I do, all lot numbers. Usually if you got like 10 acres, they divide them into sites, into lots, and the council uses a bit of that lot to make footpath and roads. Now the Logan City Council claims they got statutory right to it, but you can ask them for a letter signed by Her Majesty the Queen. They don't have one, which means the footpath and the road are my property, and I can park anywhere I feel necessary.
Okay.
Yes, if you reckon you got a proclamation from the Queen, here's your opportunity to give it to me.
And have you sent anything in writing to council in relation to these fees that you believe that you can charge us in relation to sending letters and coming onto the property at all?
They've already got all that. I've already got it recorded. I haven't released it onto YouTube because I didn't want to make trouble in my community. But the way I've been treated racially, this is the last time, no phone calls. The only email I get is my rates, right? Any letter that comes into the mailbox, right? Or any member of Logan City Council that comes to my house, right, will be seen as stalking and harassment. And that includes the footpath and halfway across the road.
Okay. So what happens when people walk past the property on the footpath?
It only applies to Logan City Council employees. And that includes the rubbish truck. And if you think this is a joke, I'll fence my property and the garbage truck won't be able to go into the property next door. Because I'll tell you something, you got 68 units there and only 12 car parks, and that's against the law. When the Logan City Council were given the application, they have to have a car park for every unit. That place next door only has 12 car parks and 86 units. So, explain that to me.
That would be all in the development approval for the property.
No, I'm sorry, under the law, because I got a dead end street, right? And I got 86 units next door to me. A lot of them disabled people who can't walk, and I let them park on my property, right? Out of kindness from my heart. Yeah. Logan City Council has the obligation to provide that parking for 86 units. Now, when they made the plan for that, they had to provide a car park for every unit. But still, it doesn't matter. Halfway across the road, all the way to halfway across the road is my property. Any letter that comes in the mailbox will incur a $30,000 fee and a $10,000 fee for putting in a rubbish bin if they don't pay me the 30 so I can read it. Now, also, because they stopped because of discrimination, because I'm Aboriginal, any letter, any email other than the rates will be seen as stalking and harassment.
Okay, that's what you believe?
No, that's a fact. The fact you've been told. I can take this to Aboriginal Legal Services.
I personally don't see it as stalking or harassment, but
It's stalking and harassment. I consider it stalking and harassment. Any other letter, and they haven't paid me my money. Because what have you got? You don't have any statutory declaration. You don't have a proclamation from the Queen. That you're just a business.
What do you want from me today exactly? What resolution are you looking for today exactly for this in regards to this conversation?
Well, nothing to do with Logan City Council other than rates. And my property... Sorry?
How can I help you out with your rates here today exactly?
That's it. The only thing I should be receiving is an email with my rates. Any letter that comes to my mailbox will be seen as stalking and harassment and menacing.
That's your opinion.
No, sir, that's not my opinion. That's a fact.
That's what you consider it.
No, sir, that's a fact. This is my property. Anything that comes onto my property is my legal right. Like, can I enter your property without permission? Well, can I? No, any letter that comes to my property, any member of the Logan City Council that goes on the footpath or halfway across the road is entering my property. And if you think you got rights, show me under section, no, you have to send it to me, this is law, under section 58 of the Constitution. Under section 50, okay, the person who sent me the letter, I have a right to his oath of office, correct? That's law. The person who sent the letter...
Consider anything other than your rates that we send to you as harassment, and then you're saying to us to send you stuff to say that we can.
No. Okay, any letter that comes to my property has to have an oath of office. The person who sent it has to have an oath of office under section 52B of the Constitution. If he cannot produce an oath of office, he has to produce 100 points of ID. Now, so far, none of your Logan City Council members have provided that, meaning you don't have an oath of office, which means you're just Joe Blow. So you don't come onto my property dictating anything.
So do you want every single council employee to send you 100 points of...
Anyone who conducts with me, anyone who sends me a letter to my mailbox or enters my property has to produce 100 points of ID. If they can't, they have to produce an oath of office under section 52B of the Constitution or 100 points of ID.
100 points of ID if anything that we send you other than the rates is considered harassment.
Because the rates is something you provide the service for, and I'm happy to pay that. But other than that, I won't be harassed or stalked by Logan City Council.
So would that include any letters with 100 points of ID? Would that be considered harassment as well?
No, nothing. Nothing to come to my property other because I've already told you you're stalking me. You understand what the word stalking means? Thank you for your time, sir.